These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello on this Monday, I'm Megan Thompson, tracking your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. We are starting the week on Wildfire Watch, tracking the Greer fire that just keeps growing. But crews there battling back. It's now close to 40% contained after that fire burned nearly 21,000 acres so far. Governor Katie Hobbs declaring a state of emergency this weekend, a way to get more resources to battle the fire and help those who have been impacted. The struggle continues to be strong winds, which grounded air operations on Sunday. Still, though, fire crews say they are making progress to get this thing under control.
We are hearing from operations that all lines are holding, so that is great news. We still have to get through the next couple of hours with our red flag warning, but so far so good on the fire line.
Several evacuation orders are still in place. The Arizona Department of Forestry and Fire Management hosting a public meeting tonight to answer community questions and update the fire operations. Here's some of the other stories we're tracking for you right now. The I-10 is back open after a deadly crash this morning. It happened near 27th Avenue. You can see several vehicles and a box truck are damaged. DPS tell us at least one person is dead and others are seriously hurt. The crash led to big backups during the morning commute, but all lanes, they are back open now. And a tragic update coming out of Chandler. A 3-year-old boy has died after he was pulled from a pool 1 week ago. He'd been taken to the hospital in critical condition. It is unknown how long the boy was in the pool. According to the Children's Safety Zone, this is the first child drowning death of 2025 in Maricopa County. We're also working to get an update after 3 people, including 2 children, were hurt over the weekend in this crash. It all happened near 27th Avenue and in Canto in Phoenix. Officials are working to learn more about the moments leading up to the crash.
Former President Joe Biden has cancer, and the political world is reacting. Yes, sending messages of support, but the cancer diagnosis is not stopping some of his political rivals from continuing to investigate his final months in office. The statement from the office of the 46th President of the United States indicated that Mr. Biden is currently reviewing his treatment options with his doctors and that the diagnosis came in last Friday after Mr. Biden experienced urinary symptoms. The statement indicated that the prostate cancer had metastasized to the bone. The formal statement called the cancer, quote, aggressive, but indicated that effective management of the disease will occur because it is known as being, quote, hormone sensitive. President Trump wrote on social media Sunday, Melania and I are saddened to hear about Joe Biden's recent medical diagnosis. We extend our warmest and best wishes to Jill and the family, and we wish Joe a fast and successful recovery. That sentiment is being sent to the Bidens from across the political world. Of course, the extended Biden family are no strangers to cancer. It killed Biden's son Beau back in 2015. Former President Biden is also the second former president in as many years to battle cancer. The late President Jimmy Carter battled melanoma for years. The announcement comes at a period of great political uncertainty for President Biden. Multiple stories, including a prominent book, have been published in recent days, suggesting that Biden's health while in the White House was worse than the public was aware of. The Bidens have denied any cover-up. However, it appears as though Biden's cancer diagnosis will not stop the Trump administration from looking into some of President Biden's final acts, including pardons. Ed Martin, who is the president's so-called pardon attorney, said on social media Sunday, quote, "Dear fellow Americans, the integrity of the American pardon system requires that we examine the Biden pardons and who did what. We will get to the bottom of it. Count on us." Former President Joe Biden is 82 years of age. He'll turn 83 in November. Perhaps no modern American politician has done more to help fight cancer in his career than President Biden, launching the Cancer Moonshot Initiative during the Obama administration and relaunching it during his 4 years at the White House. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.
With your most accurate forecast on this Monday, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Temperatures will begin to climb once again this afternoon, but the big story will be the wind across much of Arizona, including here in the metro, with temperatures starting off in the mid-70s, warming up to 87 at midday, and forecasting a high of 95. Now, check out the timing of the wind that we are anticipating later on today across the state. Mainly in eastern Arizona is where we're focusing our attention on, because that's where we do anticipate the winds to be the strongest, with gusts around 40 to even 50 miles per hour for areas around the severe fire. Here in the valley, forecasting gusts around 25 to 30 later on this afternoon, with highs climbing into the mid-90s. That's right around actually where we should be for this time of year, and 60s and 70s up in the high country and along the rim. That 7-day forecast, though, showing those temperatures climbing the rest of the week. We're above 100 beginning Wednesday. Flags have slight rain chances mainly in the morning today, then drying out and warming up the rest of the week, with those highs staying in the 70s beginning Tuesday, with lows in the 30s and 40s.
We will have another update for you tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at ABC15.com, or you can download our free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.